Hello everybody and welcome back to Belarke Farm. So you join me in April, planting season as I like to call it. So this is all of the remaining wood lined up, so we're going to get that sold. And we've got a fair few eggs. Now we have run out of wheat, so we might have to buy some in, but we did make some beautiful eggs in the meantime. So the first thing we're going to do this episode is we're going to sell all of the produce, and hopefully that then funds us to buy a planter, a roller, and possibly a lorry. But I don't think we'll get a chance to get the lorry today. So we're going to get the Bailey's trailer on, and then we're going to go load up with the eggs first. We'll get them sold, then we'll come back, get the wood, and then we'll get that sold. That should give us some money to buy a planter and a roller so that we can crack on getting our crops in. So we're going to be doing a field of corn, a field of oats, and a field of sugar beet. We have got the wheat growing already because we put that in, or was it barley? I can't remember if it was wheat or barley. We did put something in just before, so we have got some chicken food being made, but obviously we won't be harvesting that for a few more months yet, so we might have to buy in a load for the next couple of months just to keep our chickens going, because we've got 36 pallets on, and we'll run down to the sale point and see what this gets. But I'd imagine, even though it's not the best time of year to sell it, oh, and we've rolled the tractor, come around that corner a bit too quick, but yeah, even though it's not the best time to sell it, I would imagine we're going to get quite a nice chunk of change out of this. So we definitely want to keep our chickens going, because from today we probably won't sell any more until November again, when the price is at its peak. So let me get this down to the sell point and I can meet you guys there, and we will get it all sold together, and we'll see what it sells. So I'll just show you the pricing. Where is it? So the price for eggs, see, it's at its worst at the moment, so it's not, really isn't the best time to sell it, but the money would just help us buy the last few bits we need so we can make sure that we are getting our crops sorted, and we're not renting machines all the time, because we're going to be using a planter quite a lot on this series, and we definitely need a roller to keep those yields good. Let me run up here and I'll see you at the sell point. So here we are, let's see what they make. Ooh. So we've made about £100,000, just over actually. So yeah, I know it was the wrong time of year to sell it, but we still made a decent amount of money. So we'll bring the wooden products up here quick, get them sold, and then we can move into something more fun. We'll get into planting the corn, sugar beet, and oats. That's the other one. So yeah, we're going to need a planter and the drill going, so we'll probably end up in the Fent, or do we spice it up and take the Voltra? Yeah, we'll probably use the Voltra, and we'll let the Fent do some drilling, and then we might be able to swap over, and we'll crack all the fields out together, and then we can get a roller and get it all rolled after. So here we are with our wooden products. Let's get them sold. So that brings us another £190,000. So we've got £487,000 to play with. So we'll get this back to the yard now, and then we're going to go on a shopping spree together. We'll get a roller bought, we'll get a planter bought, and there is another thing I would like to buy, but I don't think we're going to have enough. So we'll have a look at it once we've got this parked up in the yard, and then we can see together if we can afford it. Right, let's go into the store and get what we need. So first things first, let's get a planter. So we've got a couple of options really. I'd like a big one. So there's a 27.4 metre, but it is pretty much our full budget. We've got an 18 metre at £290. We've got a 17.8 metre at £234, and we've got an 18.2 metre at £249, or we go for a 12 metre. I'm actually quite liking this John Deere one down here. I think this one would be a sensible choice. It's a good working width. Well, it's 360 horsepower. It's not as big as the blue one, but it is a little bit cheaper. So let's get that bought. So now we've got £253,000. Yet again, we've got these rollers, and then I'm just straight off the bat looking at this one because it's the cheapest one and it's the biggest working width. So we'll get that bought as well. So that gives us a 27.7 metre working width. So what I wanted to get as well as both of them is I'm thinking to make our life easier, I wouldn't have minded one of these. So the 272 horsepower, which we can boost up to 354, it's £306,000. So this would also tow our trailer quite quickly because it does 55 miles an hour, and we can carry stuff back and forth. So this is what we're going to be looking out for. And if one comes into the sale, we will get it bought. And yet again, there's nothing really in the sale. Nice John Deere. Bit too old for this these big fields, but nice John Deere. So what we're going to do is I'm going to jump on the planter. So I'm going to take the Voltra because I'm going to do the planting on the Voltra. So we'll get that filled up with seed and fertiliser. And then we'll bring the Fent back to the yard and chuck the drill on that. It's going to go drill, I think it's field 8 with oat. And we're going to tackle the big field behind our yard to the left here. And we're going to put corn in that one. And then we're going to put sugar beet on the far bottom field, which is a really long, nice, easy one basically to do sugar beet with. And that's the plan. So I'm going to pull this in here, I'm going to get this filled up, and then I'll jump in the Fent, and then I'll drive the Fent down to the yard, get the drill set up. Hopefully he doesn't need too much. To be fair, we have got the silo at the yard, so this one doesn't do fertiliser anyway, so we only need seed in this. So that's not a problem. We've got the big spray afterwards. So get 2 bags of seed because I don't know how much we're going to need for our drilling. So where's that gone? Ah, straight behind. Look at that. Couldn't have asked for a better. Yeah, let's get that filled up with seed. While that's filling up the next bag, we're going to jump in the Fent, drop that trailer off, and just check to see if we've got any raisins while we're over it, because they can all go in. Oh, we've got 2 pallets, so we can take them into there. we will need to do a grape run at some point. And look at that, we've got 2 pallets of honey, so... Oh, I was going to say, where's that just... Oh. Well, isn't that annoying? But yeah, we've got 2 pallets of honey, so not a great deal. And we've run out of sugar, so it's going to be thirsty on the old sugar, I would imagine. But for now, we should actually be able to get this rolling again. We've got all the materials we need. Let's activate the raisins, cereal raisins, and get them producing again and see how long that lasts for. Right, let's get this fence, cross the yard and get the drill on it. So here we are with our new planter. So we've just started planting the corn, and she is a beast of a rig, so it shouldn't take too long. And then hope we've got I've just set the drill over there. You might be able to see him. There he is. He's doing the oats for us, and we're going to crack on do the corn. So then we'll have to bring up the roller, get them rolled, and then obviously this field we're going to have to do. We're going to have to run our sprayer on top of it, because this doesn't do fertilizer, but obviously the drill, it does fertilizer, so not too bad really. So I'm going to get cracked off. We're on GPS, we're using the Voltra. We haven't used it for a lot of land work yet, so let's see how it performs. So I think it's doing pretty well. We're doing 8 miles an hour, pretty much 18 metre wide. Bob on. So I'll get this planted. So there we are, our cornfield is all drilled. So I'm just having a look, and this doesn't do what I'm planning. So instead of sugar beet, because we've done quite a lot of sugar beet, I think we're going to do sugarcane. So I'm going to go put this in the yard, the planter. I'm going to go pick the roller up with the Voltra, set the Voltra off, roll in the fields, Then I think we're going to go plant some sugarcane down in the big field, because we've not done sugarcane yet. So I know it doesn't preliminarily grow in the UK, but and this is a UK map, but I thought we'd do something a bit different, do a bit of sugarcane on a big scale, and it'll be quite fun, I think. Something different. Doing lots and lots of sugar beeter lately, especially on Chipping and Carpston, so let's make it different and let's do some sugarcane. So I'll get this backed into this garage here, and then we'll nip off, pick up our new big roller, set him up in the field I've just done, then take him to the field the worker's just done, and then from there we'll jump in the vent and we will get planting our sugarcane. So that'll be very exciting, and it's a new one for me. So let me get it set up and I'll meet you back in the field. So here we are, putting some sugarcane in. So this drill will let us do it. So we are using this drill and we are putting in some sugarcane. But as you can see, it is bashing through seed like it's going out of fashion. So we're going to have to make sure there is plenty of seed, because we're not even going to get further than that. So yeah, we've done that whole stretch and emptied the seed cannon out. So let me jump in the telehandler and we're going to have to bring quite a few bags of seed up to the field. So I'll get some bought and we'll take it over to the field. So I've just set a worker off to carry on with that, because I think our roller guy isn't getting the hang of rolling the field. He's taking a long time in that field, longer than me with a smaller drill. So just set a worker up. I'll leave him going on that field for the time being. Just get our telehandler out of his way so we don't crash into it. But yeah, let's go and have a look at what the roller man's doing, because it really shouldn't take this long to roll a field with such a big roller. So I'm going to cancel him and I'm going to just take over, get this field rolled, and then I will get the other field rolled as well, because I feel like I could do it much faster. And then we can get over to the sugarcane field and get it rolled as well. So I'll start rolling and I'll see you guys shortly. So while that worker's just finishing off that field, I thought we might as well put the dump trailer on, and we'll take a load of, well, first of all, we're going to buy some wheat, and we're going to feed the chickens, and then we will take some grapes over to the raisin factory and keep that going, and then hopefully we will have all of our field work done. So it's not taking too long, and that is the beauty of the big equipment. We've also got to spray that field with liquid fertilizer as well, so we'll make sure we get that done very shortly. So we want some, I don't know if barley's cheaper than wheat. Let's see what barley costs. Yeah, that's going to hurt the bank account quite quickly. So I put the worker refilling his own seed, which they're billing us for, just because the rate of the seed usage was fairly, yeah, she's not cheap to fill up. So I have to leave 22 grand there, and I bet by the end of this episode we do not have a lot of money left. But hopefully we can soon make it all back, selling more eggs in next month. We could chop some more trees down, but I think we've about attacked all the trees on the farm. We'll also, I'm hoping that we'll have some cereal to sell. So yeah, we'll nearly have the first box of cereal, so we'll see how long that takes to work through its honey and raisins. But obviously, I think each box of cereal, if we have a look, where is it? Cereal, there we go. Between 12 and 10,000, even though we're coming into the worst. It's fairly good money, so I'm not too worried, because once we get going on that, we'll soon make our money back. So that's chickens fed, that'll keep them going. And let's go deliver some grapes down to the raisin factory. So let's have a look how much it needs, because we don't want to take too many. Grape production, so we can, that's 7 we can take, and then that'll keep that production going in the background. So I think we've got plenty of grapes now, so I might even sell a few thousand litres just to bring a bit of income in. Ooh, no more pallet space at the, what's it, wow. Them chickens produce well and fairly quick. So we'll just get them moved out of the way, but that's 6 more pallets, so if need be we can sell them as well. So we'll carry on filling up grapes. I say, actually I might just fill this whole trailer up quickly, and then we'll tip what the factory needs, and then we'll sell the rest. Bring in a few extra pennies, because I don't know how much further that guy's got left on that field. I'm hoping not much. Oh, I see, he's on the headlands by the looks of it, so not too much more, but we could do with every penny. So we'll see where we can sell grapes. Is grapes in crops? Yes, it is. So farmers market, take them. They're actually worth quite a bit of money, so where's the grape processing plant? Oh, that's ours. Yeah, but the farmer market takes them, so we'll get them down there, and we'll get whatever we can sold. So there we are. The grape producing glasshouse had 33,000 litres. So we'll go tip off what their grape production needs, and then we'll run the rest up to the farmers market just to top the bank account up, because I have a feeling we're about to go zero very shortly. So it's not the end of the world, because we can sell the eggs as well, and we can keep on top of our cash flow. Sugarcane is costing me a bit more than expected to plant, but I think that's because we're using a drill opposed to a sugarcane planter. Probably should have got a planter, but 2 metre working width this side of the field, it would take days. So it's a bit of a catch-22, but I would imagine we'll get plenty of sugarcane off that field that we can make a lot of sugar in the future, and then we can sell that sugar to make profit, and we can feed our honey production. So I'm really hoping I can get to the sell point before we hit zero, but I can't see it, because we're now at 4,261. So we started this episode at nearly 500, and now look, we've only got 4,261 left. But never mind, that's part of the fun of the game. So let's get this filled up, and then I'll get the rest of it sold. So off our grapes, we got a good amount of money. So 76,200. So that should just about fund the last bit of this field. Although I'm thinking I might take over, because I've got a few bags of seed left, and then at least we've got some money sat. Oh, let me turn the drill on as well. And then at least we've got some money sat in the bank account, so we're not completely and utterly out of cash. So we are trying to work towards getting a Unimog. I wouldn't mind getting one for parting back and forth, because that store is, it's deceiving. It is quite far away really, so it'd be nice if we could do 50 mile an hour. Right, let's get filled up again. Wonder if I can set a worker bringing this back to the yard while we're thinking about it. And then I'll use the telehandler, I'll load up the last few bags of seed into the drill, and by the looks of it I'm going to have to get some more fertiliser as well. But let's get him, see if we can set him a job up. Set destination. Let's get you all the way. So we've tried to take him on the road, because otherwise they can be a bit funny, like, oh, can't do that, can't do that. And we just don't need that sort of attitude at the farm, do you know what I mean? Right, let's get this filled up. Hopefully we'll have enough seed to do, I think it's just this back end of the headland, but I'll check in a second. Ooh. See if we can't, don't want to drive on the newly planted crop. So I did realise when I started rolling that I think this drill has got a roller built in, because it has actually been rolling behind itself, which is unusual. So not the end of the world, it's just saving us a bit of time. So let me run and get some seed. I'll get some fertiliser. I'll probably pick 2 bags of seed up, 2 bags of fertiliser, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll just do this last bit, and that'll be my first sugarcane. I don't think I've ever done sugarcane on FS25, so it'll be an exciting day for us all when we have to harvest it. So I know you have to usually use a harvester and drive behind it with the trailer, so it's going to take quite a while to get it all off the field, but it should be fun and it should be a good laugh. I might even enlist the help of someone on multiplayer to give us a hand to do that, so it's a bit faster. I don't know yet, we'll see when the time is on. and see how long it takes, because like I say, I haven't done it, so I'm excited to try it. Right, I'll get 2 of these picked up. Poorly. There we go, 2 of them. Ooh, 2 of them picked up, and then we'll get 2 bags of fertilizer picked up, and then I'll hopefully get that field finished. So I've just jumped in the sprayer because we've got the cornfield to spray. So I'm going to get the liquid fert out of this shed, and hopefully it's enough. So we should have, I think it's this one here. See how much is in it, but I think there's 2,000 litres, so I'm hoping that's enough. And then we, oh no, 1,000 litres, so we'll see how far we get. And then if we have to nip off and get some more, we'll get some more. But yeah, let's get. Is that ours, or is that just a decoration? Just decoration. But yeah, let's get this cornfield sprayed, and then that should be all of the planting and jobs done for April. And then we'll be able to move on to the new month. So we'll soon have the canola to be harvesting. We've got some canola to sell as well, to be fair, so we might keep an eye on, and when the price is doing all right, we will we'll get it sold again. So yeah, let's get the corn all sprayed up. Right, so that is our cornfield all fertilised up. So I think we're going to leave it there today, guys. We've done a load of work. We've gone broke. We made a lot of money. We've got corn in the ground. We've got sugarcane in the ground. and we've got oats in the ground, so it's been a very productive month. We've sold all the wood, we've sold our grapes, the chickens have laid eggs, they've laid more eggs, and yeah, we're now all up to scratch with all of our field work. So next month we'll have to spray all the weeds off in all of the fields, guaranteed. We'll also probably sell some more eggs, because I've just had a notification as we ticked over 10 o'clock to say that the chicken coop was full. So we've nearly got a full pallet of honey down by the bees, and we've got 6 more pallets of eggs out of there. So they've still got 28,000 litres of food, so we'll see how long that lasts them, and hopefully we can make some more money off our chickens. So thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, please leave them below, and if you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, you'll get a notification of the next video on Saxlingham. I'll see you then.